Dear students, I welcome you to the first course of Power System Journey, that is Electrical Power Generation and Utilization. In short, we will call it as EPGU. Here in this course, we will learn about different power plants and their layouts, operations, site selections, etc. Not only confined to that, but we try to discuss every major topic related to the power plants.
As per the curriculum considered, in first three units we will learn about thermal power stations, hydroelectric plants, nuclear power plants, gas turbine plants, and MHD, magneto-hydrodynamic power generation. And in Unit 4, we will look into the operational and economical aspects of generating stations. And in Unit 5, we will discuss how electric energy is utilized for heating and welding, and also about illumination, lighting, illumination laws, and what type of lighting should be used for different systems. And all these topics we are going to cover in this course. Main textbooks to look over for this course are Soni Gupta Bhatnagar and Chakrabarti, a textbook on power system engineering. Publishers are from Dhanpat Rai and Co. And the main content of this video lectures were taken from this book, second book, Sale Vadva, Generation and Utilization, New Age Publications. And another reference book is S.L. Uppal, Electrical Power Systems by Kanna Publishers. So these are the three books I am going to refer you for this course. Contents for this lecture is how to draw a single line diagram of a power system from generation to distribution. We will see in this lecture. Electrical power system deals with the principles of power generation, transmission and distribution of electrical energy to the consumers on economical basis. In short, we can say that whatever the power is generated is to be supplied to the consumers in a reliable and economical manner. We will now look into the diagram which covers from generation to distribution. At point 1, the power is generated from power plant, and through step-up transformers the high voltage power is transmitted up to transmission substations. You can see at point 2. And from there the voltages are stepped down further and transmitted to distribution substations. At point 3, where the voltages are further stepped down and transmitted to consumer end. Now we will see how to draw a single line diagram for this system. For drawing a single line diagram, we are considering here two generators which are typically supplying three-phase. We are naming as G1 and Z2. In three-phase power system, as long as the load on each of the three phases are balanced, then we can consider each phase separately. So instead of drawing three lines from the generator, we can draw single line because we consider the load is of balanced. And now this type of representation we can call as one line diagram, or in power system terminology we can call it as single line diagram. Now we will draw a bus between G1 and G2. A bus is a node where a line or several lines are connected and may also include several components such as loads and generators in a power system. For this bus, the only generators are connected, so in more focus we can name this bus as generator bus. In power plants, the alternators are generators. The RMS voltages are typically 11 kV and 13 kV RMS. So if you want RMS value, it is nothing but form factor into average value, where form factor is 1.11 for a sinusoidal signal. So always we will get RMS value in multiples of 1.11. So in power system, the RMS voltages we see are 220 volts, 440 volts, 11 kilovolts, 132 kilovolts, and 220 kilovolts. So one thing we have to remember is all these RMS voltages are multiples of 1.11.
Now we are interconnecting a step-up transformer to generator bus. By doing this, we are transmitting the power in economical manner, and the transmission loss is going to be reduced. You will study more about this in your upcoming power system transmission course. As of now, I am just representing the step-up transformer, which is used here to step up 11 kV to 220 kV. And up to here, we have seen what happens generally in a generating stations by a single line diagram, SLD. And these 220 kV transmission lines with huge tower structures carry the transmission lines for longer distances. And this is said to be primary transmission.
After the primary transmission, the 220 kilovolts will be stepped down to 33 kilovolts by using step-down transformer. And so as the secondary voltage is 33 kilovolts, the bus at secondary side of transformer will also be now 33 kilovolts. And now this 33 kV transmission is said to be secondary transmission, and the distance of the transmission is quite less when compared to the primary transmission, which is of around 220 kilovolts. These 33 kV voltages are stepped down to 11 kilovolts in transmission substations by using step-down transformers. Usually we can see these substations naming 33 kV by 11 kV substation in our city outskirts. After that, the 11 kilovolts power will be distributed to industrial consumers, and the remaining part of the power is transmitted to distribution substations. At this junction, we can say this as primary distribution. And from the distribution substations, by using step-down transformers, the voltage levels are further stepped down to 440 volts, and this 440 volts will be distributed to consumer end. Based upon the requirement of the consumer, the distribution companies will give either 3-phase 440 volts or single-phase 220 volts supplied to the consumer. This type of distribution is said to be secondary distribution. This is overall single line diagram of power system from generation to transmission and transmission to the distribution, where we can notice that the high voltages are in the side of the transmission, which are gradually decreases when you come across to the distribution side or consumer end. In a conclusion, the generated voltage from power plants are around 11 kilovolts. They are stepped up to 220 kilovolts. This 220 kilovolts is transmitted by a huge towers. This is said to be primary transmission. And this 220 kilovolts is stepped down to 33 kilovolts and call it as secondary transmission. In transmission lines, there is no case of tapping of power can be seen. By transmission substations, the 33 kV is stepped down to 11 kilovolts, and now the tapping of power is done, and some part of power is distributed to industrial consumers. And next, the 11 kilovolts is further stepped down to 440 volts, where depending upon the consumer requirement, the 3-phase 440 volts or single-phase 220 volts is supplied. And this overall distribution of power will have a look from distribution substations. This is a short video lecture of single line diagram of power system. In lecture 2, we will see about various classification of power plants and few important terms related to generating plants. Thank you. Thank you for your patience.